I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I haven't done it in forever, and I just thought it'd be nice to show you some of the new products that I have purchased recently. And I do have an earplug in my ear. I seen Sam do this not too long ago. Sam, I forget what her name is. She's Sam something or other. I'll link her down below. She's very popular. You probably know who she is. But she was listening to music while she was putting makeup on, and I always do that. But when you are doing a YouTube video, you can't do that. So that's what this is. I'm listening to music, and if you're curious, I'm listening to Fleetwood Mac. I love to listen to Fleetwood Mac and No Doubt and Lana Del Rey usually while I'm getting ready, and sometimes I listen to rock music too, like the Deftones and stuff like that. It just depends on my mood. Today my mood is Fleetwood Mac. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me first show you some of the new stuff that I purchased. So Ulta had this foundation matching mix drops. I've purchased these. I haven't even opened the box yet, but every once in a while, especially during winter, my skin gets a lot lighter, and then during the summer, my face skin will end up getting a lot darker. So I thought these would be kind of interesting. I had purchased something like this in the past from Ulta, and I did like it. I didn't use it very much. I ended up passing it on to a friend, Sherry, and then I decided to go ahead and purchase it again. So basically it's the same concept as what it was before. You get a darker mixer, which is not that dark. It says darkened, so it's not super dark. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely darker than what I would use as far as like foundation. And then you end up getting a light one. I don't know that Ulta still has these in stock, but I like to have these on hand just for in case I have too dark or too light of a foundation. And this one will work out really well for me for my my NARS foundation that I have. So that's one of the reasons why I got it, because I love that NARS foundation. It's just a little too dark sometimes, so this is why I got that. And then I ended up getting a new Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer from the Ulta sale. I already have this one. It's a smaller one. This is the full size, so as soon as this one runs out, I'll be using this one. But I do like this. It works really well for my oily skin. I just tap a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and do that now. So what I do is I just take a little bit of that, probably about maybe a little bit more than a pea size, and I will rub it between my fingers just so it can warm up a little bit, because it is kind of thick. It's kind of a thicker emollient type of primer, and I'll rub it with my fingers, and then I'll just pat it in this area here where I normally get oils on my skin. So I just pat it in those places there. It works so well. So it's something that I would suggest if you have oily skin like I do and you don't want to have to deal with it as much throughout the day. This primer from Becca is really good. And like I said, when it went on sale, I ended up picking up the bigger one because I couldn't resist. I had to. I also ended up getting 2 of the MAC paint pots. So I've been looking at these for years. Everybody's been using them here on YouTube. I am late to the party, so I ended up getting the color Painterly Pot and the soft ochre. I got both of them. So far, I like the soft ochre a little bit more. Painterly Pot is more of a yellow tone. It works really well to cancel out any greenness in your eyes. So if you have any green on top of your eyelids, this will work really well for you. This one's more of my own flesh color, so that's the one I'm going to be using today. So basically, I just take like a damp little sponge. This is the one from World Techniques. It's the Precise Little Blending Sponge. I got these in a giveaway a couple of years ago from Sherry. So I'm just going to go ahead and just take it in here, and I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with it. You can see it's like a lighter color, but it also is dark enough to cancel out any imperfections on the top of my eyelids as well. These actually work really nice for under your eyeshadow. They hold eyeshadow really well. It's almost like a primer of some sort, like an eyeshadow primer. But if you have really oily eyelids, I would first go in with the regular eyeshadow primer and then something like this. That way you're not having to worry about the creasing, but I haven't had any problem with creasing with this at all lately. Recently in my Boxy Charm, I ended up getting the eyeshadow palette from Morphe. It's the 15N eyeshadow palette. It's Night Masters. And so that's what we're gonna be using today. I haven't tried this out yet. It looks like a really pretty colored eyeshadow palette. Let me just take that little thing out of there. One of my eyeshadows just fell out. That is awesome. Wasn't expecting that. It's a really pretty eyeshadow palette. You gotta be careful. Hopefully your stuff doesn't fall out like mine did. I'm gonna just go ahead and start with the color Selfie. And I don't want to tip it over too much because it is gonna fall apart. But Selfie is going to be this color right here. And I'm just gonna put that in the crease. I can get you guys closer so you guys can see. And I'm not wearing any foundation just yet because I know that sometimes Morphe's shadows will have a lot of kickoff, so I'm not gonna be doing that. This seems to be really pigmented, so that's really nice. Really nice. Has a lot of pigment in it. And I'm just gonna probably be doing my normal regular stuff. Me and my husband are going to the movies tonight, so I'm kind of excited. I'm hoping that Pet Sematary is out, but we're not too sure yet. I see that it's out some places, but it's not out in all places. So we're gonna see if maybe that's out yet. And if not, then we're gonna watch Us, because that looks like a pretty good show as well. So I'm just kind of messily putting that up here in the crease. And I'm using the Sephora crease brush, the number 10. The Sephora Pro Crease number 10 brush. I don't believe this brush is available on Sephora anymore, but there are some alternatives to this brush. Morphe has them, and then Sephora just came out with a new pack of brushes. I'll put it right here or somewhere on the screen, that way you can see it, but it does have a brush like this in it. I think it's like $39 and you get a lot of brushes, and I'm thinking about picking that up. That way I can have an extra one of these brushes. I had ordered a couple of these brushes, but I gave, you know, 1 or 2 away. I gave one to my sister and probably another one in a giveaway at some point. I can't remember, but I only have the one left, and this is actually a really nice brush to blend out your crease shadow. As you can see, like, that paint pot actually holds on to the shadow really nicely, which is what I was wanting. So that's really good if you like something like that. I didn't set it, so just to be aware, I did not set this eyeshadow at all. I'm gonna go into the darker one here, which is gonna be Shook. Hopefully that other one doesn't fall out. It's gonna be this one right here. I'm gonna take a Morphe M526. It's a small little crease brush. Go right in the crease with that and deepen that. So if any of you guys have been following me, I have been doing the keto diet, and it's been going really, really well. I have an update. I usually try to do an update about once a week on my channel, depending on my schedule. But it's actually not as hard of a diet to follow as I thought it was going to be. I haven't had any like really big cravings for sweets or anything like that, so that's been really nice. Dieting is super hard, and I have my husband that always follows suit with me, which is really, really nice. I've lost some weight in the month, well, this is now 2 months that I've been on it, so that's been really nice. But it's also nice to have the support of my husband doing it along with me. So I always enjoy doing things like that with my husband because he's so supportive, keeps me on track and all of that. I do exercise 3 times a week. We have like a weight room downstairs in our basement. It's like a fully done basement, and we have like weights and stuff like that. And if you follow me at all on the keto stuff, you'll see, you've seen it already. But I just ended up ordering a Aero Pro, I think it's called. It's kind of like a Pilates machine. So I'll put a picture up here, but it's really, really cool. And I've wanted one for years and I never ordered one. And I've been using rubber bands to kind of like not lift weights, but to kind of tone a little bit. And that Aero Pro actually does that for you. And it does a lot of stuff to strengthen your core and help you just, you know, sit up straight and stand up straight and look more long and just, you know, like better posture. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to work out. I don't know how it's going to work, but it looks like because I watched a lot of the things on QVC of it, and I ordered it from QVC, and it looks like it's going to work out really well. So I'm pretty excited about that. For some reason it's like a little patchy here, but I think that's like my eyelid. Sometimes there are certain portions of my eyes that will not hold shadow, and that's usually one of them. So I'm thinking that that's what that is. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that first color up on top a little bit more to just kind of blend out that darker color that I just put in. So I'm really happy about the diet. I feel like my goals are being met. It's only been 2 months now, and I feel like I'm doing okay. The progress isn't bad. It's basically a keto diet, so if you know anything about keto, there's a lot of, you know, people here on YouTube that do keto, a lot of keto style channels, and there's a few of us makeup people here on YouTube that do keto as well. And one of the bigger ones is Barbie Christie. So she's been doing it for a while. She enjoys it. She sometimes talks about it and sometimes doesn't. She's on and off of it, but she tries to stay on track, and she has a lot of good information on her channel about it as well. I'm gonna go into just a little bit of a darker color here, and it's gonna be called Goals. right here. Just take that same small brush that I was using before. I'm gonna deepen that crease a little bit more. And I'm just gonna go back and forth and just make that like a little bit darker. So far these eyeshadows aren't blending bad at all. I think that they're blending pretty nicely. I don't seem to have too many issues with them. That looks pretty good, I think. I hope you can see that. And I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. I'm gonna just take a little flat shader brush. This is from Bodyography. And this brush actually came in one of my subscription boxes as well. I'm just gonna take the edge of that and kind of clean up that side right there as well too. I'm just gonna take that small brush again from Morphe, and I'm gonna go back into goals and just kind of deepen that a little bit more. Just be very careful. Okay, I think that's going to be it for the Morphe palette. I'm going to go ahead and go into a different palette. I'll just take the Neutrogena palette from Anastasia, and I'm going to go ahead and go into, I'm going to take Rose Gold, which is going to be this color here. I'm just going to take it on my finger and just pat it here. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. Okay, and then I'm going to take Shimmer, I think, put that in the center. Okay, now that I've got eyeshadow all over my hand, I'm going to take a smaller brush here, go back into that Morphe palette, and I'm going to go back into Goals and just place a little bit of that here. I'm going to take a small fluffy brush and go into Custom, which is going to be the lightest color in the palette. Let's go my brow here. Kind of smooth that out up there. So I don't know if it's the Morphe palette or the Neutrogena palette, but I'm not loving this look, but I don't have any mascara or eyeliner on, so we'll see how that works out. I'm just going to take a cloth here and just clean off any fallout, because there's a lot of fallout in there. This look might actually look better once I get everything else on, but so far I am not loving that. You have to tell me what you think about this look so far in the comments down below. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and take my brush here, and I'm just gonna use, I've been using this a lot lately, which is from Neutrogena. It's actually really nice because it's the hydrating booster foundation. It's been so just overly dry here where I live, so this hydrating foundation is actually working really well to keep my face not looking super dry. During the winter months I tend to use stuff like this because the dryness here where I live, where it just gets super, it's almost like deserty dry here. So this is what I use during the winter months, and it actually helps to keep my face kind of balanced. The foundation looks really, really nice. I really like that foundation. Then I'm just going to use a little bit of this Age Rewind here just to try to cancel out some of the crazy dark circles I have under my eyes. And this is the Age Rewind, the neutralizer from Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline. And I'm not using a lot of it, just a little bit of it. I ended up getting this eyebrow cushion from my Boxy Charm, I think it was. I haven't tried it out yet. It's very interesting. It comes with a brush that bends like this and clips in. The eyebrow brush itself is not very stiff, but the brush that it comes with is kind of cute. I think it will work really nicely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. I'm not familiar with this product at all. I haven't even tested it out or opened it yet. So let me go ahead and pull the tab. There's the tab. And it looks like you have a darker and a lighter side. So let's go in with the lighter side first. I'm just going to press the little brush here and see how that works. I'm just gonna pat off some of it on my arm here, or on my hand here. Let's go in and see how it works. It is it's a little dark for me, I think. I don't like this brush. So I'm going to take my regular Anastasia brush and try it again. All right, well, I don't hate that. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. You need to use the most minimal amount of that, but I think it does really well to fill in my brows. I have kind of sparser brows. I don't know if you can see that, but there's definitely a difference from this one to this one. And as I get older, of course, my brows start thinning out more and more. So products like these are essential for me to fill in my brows. That way I look like I have brows. So this actually works really well. I don't mind this product at all. Definitely continue to use it. The brush that came with it, I'm not a fan of that, but I do like that other, the spoolie. I think the spoolie looks really nice. So I'll probably keep that around just for the spoolie itself. But that is an interesting product. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side off camera. All right, so I feel like this product worked really, really nicely. It's definitely gonna get dirty with fingerprints, but other than that, it actually works nice. I think it does a real good job of filling in my eyebrows, and I feel really nice about my eyebrows. Okay, so I have two separate products here. This is a Studio Pro BH Cosmetics contour palette, and I picked this up because Raw Beauty Christy likes this palette, and I've been using it off camera for a while. I end up using this one to contour here, and then a couple of other ones to bronze, and I love these for like under eye powder and stuff like that. So it works really, really well. And then I also have the one that I got from Boxy Charm, which is from Cover FX. So this one also has some contours, some blushes, and some finishing powders in here. So I think I might use, I haven't even touched this one yet, so I think I might go ahead and use the contour from this one from Cover FX. Let's see how that works out. So I'm just gonna take my regular contour brush. This is an e.l.f. like blush brush, and I use it all the time for contour. Let's see if this is a good contour color for me. I like gray tone contours, so this actually, I think I will like it. I think that looks really nice. It doesn't look patchy or anything, I don't think. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but I think it looks okay. You have to tell me what you think. It's sometimes hard to see when you're filming, but it doesn't look patchy in my mirror or anything like that. I've also been using the brush that I got from Farrah from my Ipsy box. This one is the 205 Fly Wing brush, but I've been using it to contour my nose. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this contour here and contour my nose with it. And then I'm gonna take the finishing powder just on my finger and see how that works. Right down the middle of my nose here. I'm not too excited about the finishing powder, so we'll skip on that. Let's see here. I'm gonna go into the BH palettes, and I'm gonna use my regular that I've been using. So I just tap into these three here and use those as a finishing powder. Under my eyes. And then I press some of it here on my nose. And then just right down the middle. I don't really set my face during the winter because, like I said, it is super like dry, so I haven't been setting my face during the winter, but I will do it back again once summertime comes. But I think that works really, really well. And let's go ahead and just take this one here for a bronzer. All right, so I love this. This one I'll have to get used to. I like the contour in that one. I don't know about the finishing powder on this one yet. So let's see here. There's also a highlighter, and there's two highlighters and a blush and a brightener. So the brightener has glitter in it, looks like. So I won't be using the brightener on my face. Let's go with the highlighter and see. So I'll just take, I'll take the goldy colored one here. Let's see how that highlights. does a good job. I didn't expect anything different from Cover FX. They have some pretty good products. So that highlighter is really, really pretty. And it's not emphasizing my pores, which is nice. Okay, and then the blush they have in here is super pinky. Let's try it and see what it looks like. It's pinky. It's a pinky blush. I'm gonna take a little bit of that contour and mix it in with that. And just kind of, that doesn't look bad, I don't think. All right. So I don't have like a new eyeliner or anything like that. So I'm gonna go put the eyeliner on. I'm gonna put some mascara on, and then I'll be back for lipstick. All right, so now that I've got everything else on, I'm gonna go ahead and use a lipstick that I got from my, I think it was my Boxy Charm, either my Boxy Charm or my Ipsy, and it is from Becca. It smells kind of like a MAC lipstick in a way, and it is in the color N Taupe. And it's a pretty neutral color. I think that's a really, really pretty lipstick. There is the finished Get Ready With Me look. I think this lipstick is a really, really pretty lipstick. It is almost like a brown color. I thought it was gonna be really close to the color from MAC, which is Velvet Teddy, which is a color that I love to use. But as you can see, they are slightly different. The top one is the one from Becca and the bottom one is from MAC, and they are slightly different. So this one is a good alternative for me if I want something a little bit darker in my life for the day. I have been enjoying this palette from BH Cosmetics. If you guys get a chance to pick this up, I'll link it down below. It is the Contour palette. I think it's a wonderful palette. I absolutely love this palette and highly recommend it. I've been using it every single day. The Morphe palette, it was okay. I'm not too excited about how the look came out. The eye look I think came out pretty good, but I think that I like other palettes better than this one. So it's not a bad palette, but it's not my favorite palette. So it's not something that I would say go and pick up because it's something that you can't live without. The Cover FX palette, I think this is a great palette as well. I think the blush is really, really nice. The contour is really, really nice in here. And also the highlight is really, really pretty. So this one I say is a go. I think that one's a really nice one. This iconic eye cushion was really surprising to me. I think it looks really well. I think my eyebrows look really nice. They are a little dark for my liking, but that's just because they sent me a medium color and maybe they should have sent me a little bit lighter. But other than that, I think it looks great and it did really, really well. So that was everything I used today, guys. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'm headed off to go on a date with my husband, so I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.